Hello, my name is Miranda Shelton, and I'm the founder and CEO of Veloverse. We are a high-growth startup redefining the cycle industry with custom made-to-order bicycles manufactured using advanced carbon fiber 3D printing, designed to deliver elite performance and personalized fit for every rider. Our mission statement at Veloverse is to revolutionize cycling by delivering made-to-order carbon fiber bicycles that are stronger, lighter, and more economical, empowering every rider with performance, personalization, and pride. We believe that innovation should be accessible and that every bike we build reflects our commitment to excellence, integrity, and shared success. We act with integrity in everything we do, hold ourselves accountable, and strive to be a responsible corporate citizen through exceptional customer service, team-driven execution, and stakeholder-focused value creation. We aim to redefine what a status symbol can be, one ride at a time. Our objectives are to establish a trusted high-performance cycling brand that delivers exceptional value to price-sensitive and value-driven markets while acting with integrity, accountability, and teamwork. We aim to grow market presence and profitability through customer-centric innovation, operational excellence, and responsible stewardship, empowering our people, enriching our communities, and creating enduring shareholder value. Our target segments are speed as our first, recreation as our second, and mountain as our third. Veloverse is ranked number 2 in total market share for the Q2 results, just behind Back to Bike at 29.2%. We led the mountain segment with a commanding 43% share, thanks to Element Strong positioning, maintain competitive strength and speed and recreation with nearly 29% and 20% share, respectively. Captured demand across all 3 segments, a feat unmatched by competitors. The last Q2 decisions that shaped our success was the launch of Axis, the speed segment. Introduced in Q2, Axis targeted the speed segment with a high performance offering. This positioned Veloverse to compete directly with Thunderbike and Back to Bike, both strong in speed. Result was 462 units sold and nearly 29% market share in speed by Q3. The store expansion in Amsterdam, in addition to the Bangalore store, opened in Q1. Opened in Q2, Amsterdam provided access to a global cycling hub with strong commuter culture, supported by targeted print and digital advertising. This store boosted brand visibility and local engagement. The strategic decisions that shaped Q3 performance, both positive impacts. The cumulative balance scorecard for the previous Q3 was a minimum of 0.018 and the average of 0.602, with Veloverse coming in at 1.677. So at the top of the charts there. Number 1, our brand launch and segment focus. In Q3, we introduced Axis 2, priced at $1,380, targeting speed segments, plus Nova 2, priced at $900, targeting recreation segments. No feature R&D, but premium positioning and segment targeting drove average selling price to $1,151. As a result, we had strong revenue growth and margin expansion without adding R&D costs. Advertising and store expansion. Print advertising increased slightly by Q3, reinforcing brand visibility across new markets in Rio de Janeiro to join Bangalore and Amsterdam. Internet marketing remained modest but consistent, supporting digital engagement. Store count grew to 3, and sales force doubled from 7 to 14. As a result, boosted demand projected units 581 to 1,211, with advertising helped convert awareness into sales. For our SWOT analysis, we had our strengths as full segment coverage. Velaverse is the only competitor offering bikes in all 3 segments. Speed, which would be the Access and the Access 2. Mountain, which would be the Element. And then Recreation, which is the Nova and Nova 2, allowing a broad market appeal and resilience across the niche competition. Our weakness is high store expense in Q4. The New York City store launch incurs $1.36 million in expenses, as it costs more than the other 3 stores already open, as they were launched with lower capital outlay and faster break-even potential. A significant cost spike that may pressure margins if not offset by demand. Our opportunities are community engagement, system improvements like school grants, bike trails, and clinics, build brand loyalty and social impact. Our threats are segment-specific competition. Back to Bike and Thunder Bike remain strong in speed and recreation, posing challenges to Velaverse share into the segments. Their dominance limits Velaverse ability to expand access reach without aggressive differentiation, especially in performance features, pricing, and regional targeting. Our investment plan, from our past company performance to strategies for future performance. The strategic pivot in Q1 to Q3 recap. Velaverse achieved rapid market traction through global store expansion, full segment coverage, and strong performance in Mountain at 43% share in Q3. In Q4 through Q6, our focus was to shift from proving product market fit to scaling operations, enhancing product features, and optimizing profitability. Strategic rationale learning from Q1 through Q3. The segment coverage wins. Velaverse ability to serve speed, mountain, and recreation gave it a competitive edge. Future strategies build on this foundation. Store expansion ROI. Each store launch preceded demand surges. New York City is positioned to replicate and exceed this impact. Advertising efficiency in Q2. The 92.5 thousand spent drove full demand capture in Q3. Future marketing will be more targeted and scalable. Brand architecture for Access, Element, the Nova, and Nova 2 are built for performance and lifestyle. Future R&D will deepen this appeal. Key spending categories for the $2.5 million funding, which would be the New York City store launch, flagship activation in a premium U.S. market to drive brand prestige and urban demand. The R&D investment enriched features such as lighter frames, stronger build, super traction, and sustainability in Q5. And then also market expansion would be print and digital campaigns to support new launches and drive conversion. Salesforce growth, hiring and training to support expanded footprint and customer engagement. Capacity scaling, fixed capacity expansion to meet projected demand in Q5 through Q6. Our strategic roadmap for Q4 through Q6 would be the Q4 strategy would be the flagship activation and the feature differentiation. The New York City store launch, positioned as a high-cost, high-impact retail move to penetrate a premium urban market. Past store launches in Bangalore, Q1, Amsterdam, Q2, and Rio de Janeiro, Q3, directly preceded by demand surges and revenue growth. New York City is expected to amplify this effect. Enriched R&D features, introduced lighter, stronger frames and super traction tires to elevate product performance. Velaverse led the mountain segment in Q3 due to Element's technical superiority. These upgrades aim to replicate that success in speed and recreation. In Q5, the strategy, sustainability, and segment loyalty. Sustainable product features launch eco-conscious enhancements to Nova and Access lines. The Recreation Nova and Nova 2 showed strong growth in Q3. Sustainability deepened emotional connection and brand purpose, especially in urban and lifestyle markets. Digital marketing expansion increased internet marketing spending to target younger, eco-conscious riders. Q2's modest 3,000 digital spend still supported demand growth. Scaling this will amplify reach and conversion. And Q6 strategy, the margin optimization plus the demand capture, capacity alignment, expand fixed capacity to meet projected demand of 3,000 plus units. Q3 matched demand perfectly, zero lost sales. Maintaining this precision is key to profitability and avoiding excess inventory. Salesforce optimization, refine staffing and training to maximize conversion in high traffic stores. Q3, Salesforce expansion from 14 to 27, correlated with revenue doubling. Continued investment will sustain momentum. Marketing strategy. Our strategic objective was to position Velaverse as the most innovative, inclusive, and performance-driven cycling brand across all segments and global markets. Strategic alignment. Segment-specific storytelling, speed, mountain, and recreation riders. Nova 2 launch in Q3, emphasize lifestyle and accessibility. Geo-targeted activation campaigns with the store opening and local cycling culture. Print-heavy campaigns in Amsterdam and Rio de Janeiro drove demand. Digital amplification, scale internet marketing to reach urban, eco-conscious riders. The 3,000 digital spend in Q2 supported full Q3 demand. Feature-led differentiation, promote R&D innovations as brand-defining advantages. Element's performance led 43% mountain share in Q3. Q4, New York City launch plus enriched features. Q5, sustainability, messaging, and digital scale. And then Q6, the ROI optimization and segment conversion. The sales channel strategy based on our strategic and tactical plans for Q4 through Q6. Strategic objective to maximize reach, conversion, and brand equity by integrating global retail, digital engagement, and segment-specific sales tactics. The core sales channel strategies, flagship retail expansion, launch high-impact stores in strategic global markets to drive visibility and local conversion. Bangalore, Amsterdam, and Rio de Janeiro stores preceded demand surges and revenue growth. Segment-aligned store positioning to match store locations with dominant segment demand to optimize product mix and sales. Amsterdam emphasized speed. Rio de Janeiro boosted recreation sales force optimization. Expand and train sales teams to support high traffic stores and segment engagement. Q3 sales force grew from 14 to 27, contributing to 3.28 million revenue and lost sales. Digital sales enablement, leverage online channels to support awareness, pre-purchase engagement, and post-sale loyalty. Internet marketing spend increase in Q5 through Q6 to support digital conversion and retention. Capacity linked channel scaling, align production capacity with channel demand forecast to prevent lost sales and overstock. Q3 matched demand perfectly. Q6 capacity scaled to meet projected 3,000 plus units. The strategic alignment was Q4, New York City store launch and sales team expansion. Q5, digital channel growth and sustainability messaging. And Q6, the capacity optimization plus the channel ROI tracking. Our human resource strategy based on our strategic and tactical plans for Q4 through Q6. The strategic objective: build a high-performance, segment-savvy, and global adaptive team that supports brand growth, customer engagement, and optimal excellence while fostering long-term employee satisfaction. For one, talent scaling to match growth, strategic goal alignment, market presence, profits, and selective distribution. The tactical inputs: store launches, New York City and Q4, Salesforce expansion from 27 to 53 reps, HR action, recruit and onboard sales reps with segment-specific expertise, speed, recreation, mountain. Use compensation to drive sales, 105 units per rep in Q5 through Q6. Employee empowerment and training, the strategic goal alignment. Employee empowerment, superior customer value, technology leadership. The tactical inputs: system improvements like cross-training, SBC, planning skills. HR action, implement cross-functional training for production and sales staff, introduce planning workshops and technical upskilling for production supervisors. Use SPC, which is the statistical process control, to build quality accountability across teams. Cultural driven engagement, strategic goal alignment, integrity, accountability, team success, stakeholder value. Tactical inputs are community focus initiative, bike trails, clinics, school grants. HR action, encourage team-led community service aligned with system improvement actions, foster inclusive culture through feedback loops and shared success metrics. Number 4, compensation and retention strategy, strategic goal alignment, human resources, shareholder value, long-term growth. Tactical inputs: rising compensation across roles, sales, production, and supervisors. HR action, maintain competitive pay progression, such as the sales reps compensation rise from 27.6K in Q4 to 31.6K in Q6. Monitor productivity metrics to ensure compensation scales with output and quality. Number 5, health, safety, and well-being, strategic goal alignment. Good corporate citizen, stakeholder value, conscious capitalism. Tactical inputs: system improvements like employee clinic, protective clothing, fitness center. HR action: roll out wellness programs including on-site clinics and fitness access, provide protective gear and ergonomic training for production staff, track health outcomes and absenteeism to measure impact. The financial strategy: founder investment is $2.5 million in Q1 through Q3, self-funded to launch 3 global stores, develop full segment coverage, the Access Element Nova, and build initial production capacity. The venture capital, $2.5 million in Q4, sought to scale operations, launch New York City flagship store, expand marketing, enhance R&D, and optimize capacity for Q5 through Q6 growth. Our founder's investment: established proof of concept, market traction, and segment leadership. The next $2.5 million will accelerate scale and profitability. The profitability trajectory for the current position: the revenue growth at 38.4K in Q2, going to 3.28 million in Q3, and then going to 4.2 million projected in Q4. Zero lost sales since Q3. Full demand capture confirms operational efficiency. Unit cost optimization dropped from $582 in Q2 to $402 in Q4, despite feature upgrades. Morale-driven efficiency. Lost capacity due to morale fell from 33% Q2 to 10% in Q6, unlocking productivity. The path to profitability for Q4 through Q6 strategy. New York City store launch to drive premium segment revenue. R&D enhancements to deepen brand differentiation. Marketing scale to boost conversion and retention. Capacity expansion to meet projected demand of 5,565 units in Q6. The break-even horizon on track for profitability by Q6 through Q7, contingent on sustained demand and marginal discipline. The strategic rationale. We have de-risked the business model through global traction, segment coverage, and operational precision. The next funding round is not speculative. It's a scale-up investment with clear ROI levers, store performance, segment loyalty, and production efficiency. Anticipated benefits. The strategic actions will yield for our company in the next 3 quarters of the business. Benefit number 1, accelerated revenue growth through premium market penetration. Strategic drivers is the New York City flagship store launch in Q4, high impact retail activation in a premium urban market. Segment aligned sales force expansion. Train teams positioned to convert high value foot traffic. Enriched product features, lighter frames, super traction, and sustainability upgrades to drive segment loyalty. The investor relative impact is going to be the New York City is expected to replicate and amplify the demand surges seen in Bangalore, Amsterdam, and Rio de Janeiro, each of which preceded revenue spikes, which projected production volumes reaching 5,565 units by Q6 and zero lost sales since Q3. Villaverse is positioned to double quarterly revenue by Q6. Premium segment growth, speed, and recreation will be fueled by both product differentiation and urban brand prestige, a proven formula for high margin sales. Anticipated benefit number 2, margin optimization through operational efficiency and workforce investment. Strategic drivers, capacity scaling. Fixed capacity expands from 56 in Q4 to 104 in Q6. That's aligned with the demand forecast. Morale and retention investment. Benefits rollout, base pay, health, vacation, pension, reduces lost capacity from 33% in Q2 to 10% in Q6. Salesforce optimization, continued training and staffing refinement to maximize conversion. Investor-related impact. By Q6, Villaverse will operate with near-perfect alignment between operating capacity and production volume, minimizing waste and excess inventory. Improved employee morale unlocks latent productivity, reducing operational drag, and lowering per-unit production costs. These efficiencies support margin expansion even as product features become more advanced, a critical lever on the path to profitability. Implementation. Strategy number 1, market strategy. In Q5, focus the sustainability messaging and digital scale. Implementation number 1, launch segment-specific sustainability campaigns. Develop targeted messaging for Nova, Nova 2, and Access lines, emphasizing eco-conscious material, reduce carbon footprint, and lifestyle alignment. Use customer data from Q3 recreation segment growth to tailor content for urban and younger demographics. Implementation step 2, scale digital advertising spend and channels. Increase digital marketing budget from $3,000 in Q2 to $75,000 in Q5 to support broader reach and conversion. Deploy across high-performing platforms, social media, with geo-targeted ads in New York City, Amsterdam, and Rio de Janeiro to reinforce global brand presence. Strategy 2, sales channel strategy, capacity linked channel scaling. Implement step number 1, align store inventory with capacity forecast. Use Q4 through Q6 production projections of 5,565 units by Q6 to align production by store based on segment demand, such as the speed in New York City, recreation in Rio de Janeiro. Implement dynamic inventory tracking to prevent capacity excess and ensure zero lost sales, replicating Q3's precision. Implementation step 2, integrate sales data into capacity planning. Feed real-time sales data from flagship stores in Q5 through Q6 production planning to adjust output by segment and region. This ensures operating capacity remains tightly matched to demand, sustaining profitability and minimizing waste. These steps demonstrate how VelaVerse will translate strategy into execution, balancing brand growth, operational efficiency, and investor ROI. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time.